Family Union, of the Family Association Union. It's a pleasure for me to welcome you to this international session on feminine genital mutilation, titled A Model of Intervention with a Community-Based and Intersectional Approach. Today, as we are talking of feminine genital mutilation, I want to take advantage to show our anger against the assassination of a minor child by the hands of his father, who had a sentence by the judge and was a failure of our system. And now I want to open our day on feminine genital mutilation. And I have to say that we have the support of the Ministry of Inclusion, Social Security and Migrations and the Forum of Integration. We want to thank the Ministry for their support, not only during these days, but also because of their support to the work that we've been doing for more than 15 years to promote the access to sexual health and to work against feminine genital mutilation. Our association is a non-profit association which pulls 20 entities and promotes the rights of women and families from an approach of inclusion and defense of human rights. We are engaged against any kind of abuse and with a fight against feminine genital mutilation. Throughout these years, we have become a reference entity in the prevention and intervention in the cases of feminine genital mutilation and in the assistance to women and young childs, both internationally and in our country. We've worked through sexual training with women which are working in this field with an intercultural approach and combine the work of different people and with this support of different entities in the network. And our aim was to contribute to different approaches to understand the context and give an answer to the situations in which feminine genital mutilation takes place. These international zero tolerance days have become a reference for professionals, for activists, and for the general public. And this day, it's a reference to fight against this aggression. We have contributed to the prevention and to the assistance of people suffering from this practice, and we have developed strategies and good practices, and we've provided knowledge to different associations, to civil society, to the entities, and we've provided to generate public knowledge. We have always vindicated a general approach involving different professional sectors, the need of an international coordinated strategy and the importance of the knowledge of the good practices of other European organizations and the origin countries. Apart from this, we have dived into the different tools available to contribute to leave behind this kind of violence. We have contributed to society, to sensibilization of this society, and we have contributed to the decision making. We have supported the leadership of the people who have suffered feminine genital mutilation. We have analyzed the role of communication agents who are important for the defenders of rights, of human rights, and we have waited our way of looking at this way of violence, which is associated to other kind of violence against women, such as forced marriage and sexual violence. In this way, we have highlighted the importance of reinforcing a comprehensive attention to women and children suffering this violence. Throughout the last year, this is a practice that has been conducted in the international and national environment, and different measures have to be taken to fight against it and to give assistance to women and to children who have suffered this violence. But we are still in front of a difficult situation due to the pandemics of COVID-19. And following the recommendations of the report that has been drafted for Spain, the different measures for attention, prevention, and reparation for women suffering feminine genital mutilation have been highlighted. It's important to provide attention from a comprehensive approach, taking into account the violences associated and the consequences. This is what we are working in the UNAF and in the network against the feminine genital mutilation. All of this is part of an intervention model that is being developed and has been developed together with other expert entities fighting against feminine genital mutilation in a community, with a community approach. During these couple of days, we want to share this model. We want to dive into the different practices that have been implemented by the different reference entities, and we want to approach the challenges both internationally and in our country. The idea is to generate a place for knowledge sharing and to share in pioneer initiative, which are a reference in Spain. Hopefully, our experiences will contribute to put an end to this gender violence, which affect millions of women all over the world. And I wish you very highly enriching day and wish you a very good working day. Before finishing my speech, I want to thank all the technicians that work within our entity, within UNAF, to put an end to feminine genital mutilation. Thanks a lot and have a nice day.
Muchísimas gracias por su intervención, Ascensión.
Thanks a lot for your intervention.